Hello, Jeff Danskin here. I'm on episode 8 in my series, Once Saved, Always Saved. The title of episode 8 is Acknowledge Jesus Before Others. We know that for by grace you have been saved through faith, not of yourself. It is a gift of God, not of your works, lest anyone should boast. It is what Christ did for us on the cross that puts us on that path to heaven. If we confess with our mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in our heart that God has raised him from the dead, we will be saved. There's really no disagreement in this between true Christians. They all believe this. Where the difference comes in is, does that mean we have a guaranteed ticket to heaven no matter what we do? Can we say a 2-minute prayer and have a guaranteed ticket to heaven? Many pastors will tell you that. I believed that for many years. I have come to realize that is not the truth. And I've been sharing passages of Scripture with you to prove that. Why is that important? If you don't think you have something to do to get to heaven besides believe in Jesus, then you're going to be surprised and left out of the gates. Jesus will say, "Depart from me, worker of iniquity. I never knew you." I don't want that to happen to anybody. That's why I'm doing this. Let's take a look at Matthew 32 and 33. Therefore, whoever confesses me before men, I want you to notice that I'm always using action words. There's always action on our part in these passages. Whoever confesses me before men, I will also confess before my Father who is in heaven. But whoever denies me before men, him I will also deny before my Father who is in heaven. You know, there's a lot of Christians that, when they go to church or Sunday school, they're Christians. They'll talk about Christ, but when they're with the group of friends outside, living in the world, they do not even want to acknowledge Jesus. They will deny him. They're embarrassed of him. You can't be like that. Let's look at another scripture that says nearly the same thing. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the whole world and is himself destroyed or lost? For whoever is ashamed, there's our action word, of me and my words, of him the Son of Man will be ashamed when he comes in his own glory and in his Father's and of the holy angels. You know what? During judgment time, there's going to be a whole audience of saints and angels watching as we being judged. Jesus is going to replay back, show you where you was ashamed to acknowledge him and say, "You're not getting in. Depart from me, worker of iniquity." I hope, as I always said, I hope this is kind of starting to sink in. You're starting to turn in this direction. This is episode 8, and I haven't even begun to exhaust all the passages of Scripture that I have found that state that we can lose our salvation. All right, even though I have plenty more, if you're kind of agreeing with this and you have some, go ahead and send it to me. I'd love to hear it. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, share it with others, and as always, I'll see you next week. God bless.